If you are a USMNT fan, when you hear the name Christian Pulisic, the first thing that comes to mind is Captain America. Plays for Chelsea, won the Nations League for us. Well, the CNL, CONCACAF Nations League. Won the Champions League with Chelsea. Everything's good, right? It seems like everything is fine. A little bit injury prone, let's be honest. But aside from that, the guy's a huge talent at the age of 23, right? He's at the top of the world right now. So what could possibly go wrong for Christian Pulisic? Nothing, right? Well, let's be honest, guys. It seems like the guy's, well, as of late, he's been a little bit more hurt than available, okay? Had that injury that he suffered playing for the USMNT representing his country, and then ever since then, he hasn't really played for Chelsea. Ever since September, the guy has been non-existent for the USMNT and for Chelsea itself. And what happens if you play for one of the best teams in the world currently, one of the best coaches, smartest coaches, best tacticians in the world currently, but what happens if you don't play? What happens if you can't play because due to injury or due to the fact that maybe you're not getting minutes? You fall out of contention. And that's exactly something that's potentially happening with Christian Pulisic, in my opinion. It's been happening for a while now. Some people might want to admit it. Some people might not. And in my opinion, I'm a realist here. The guy just has some really bad injury luck. And obviously, Chelsea's just completely stacked at the attacking position. You have players like Kai Havertz, Romelu Lukaku, Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, fighting for minutes to be ahead of you. And if you're not playing a lot, you're not getting a lot of minutes, like I said, regardless if it's due to injury or regardless due to the fact that you fell out of favor, well, you're going to fall out of contention even more. And that's something that, it hurts to mention, it hurts to talk about, but let's be honest, guys. That's something that looks like it's definitely happened with Christian Pulisic. There's reports coming forward that his old team, Borussia Dortmund, has been keeping an eye on Christian Pulisic and the situation that's going on, the fact that he's not getting a lot of playing time. And let's be honest, Christian Pulisic, man, he's one of the best players out there, American. Obviously, he proved at Borussia early on in his career that he deserved that big move to Chelsea, right? Came into Chelsea and immediately was an impact player for Chelsea, helped them win the Champions League, in my opinion. He was a part of that. But as of late, it hasn't been going his way, and now his old team, Borussia Dortmund, is looking to potentially bring him back where it all started. I'm going to be breaking down an article basically and just give you my thoughts. Do I think this is the best move for Christian? Would he benefit from a move back to Borussia Dortmund, obviously? Or is he better off staying at Chelsea, fighting for a spot and, hey, regaining his position? We're going to be breaking all that down, but I want to talk about one quick thing here, guys. I want to say thank you guys so much for basically getting me here to this point here where I'm sitting at 1,030 subs, man. I never thought that the day would come. I remember first starting the YouTube channel, man, and just creating content. I had like 20, 30 subs, and I was like, no, there's no one's going to sub to my shit. No one's going to want to watch this, but you know what? People enjoy it. And I'm glad you guys enjoy it, man. I'm glad you guys enjoy the type of content I pump out there. And I keep you guys in the back of my mind every time I'm editing, every time I'm, trying to come up with a topic, man. I'm like, what would these guys like? What would they want to watch, right? I think about that, and I definitely take you guys into consideration. I'm working on some videos that you guys have been requesting for me to do, so I'm getting on to that. I'm working on that. But I just want to give you guys a big thanks, man, for supporting me since day one through thick and thin, man. You guys are great. You guys are some of the best supporters out there on this platform, and I'm blessed and thankful to have you guys, man. So yeah, once again, man, I truly appreciate you guys' love and support and appreciation from the content that we're pumping out here. We're grinding hard, we're working hard, and we want to make this something big, okay? We definitely want to make this something big. And with that being said, guys, I want to show you guys a token of appreciation by the giveaway, obviously. Doing giveaways for you guys. And we are going to be giving a free Chelsea jersey and a copy of FIFA 2022 if you guys didn't know. And the way you guys could potentially enter this giveaway is by smashing the like button, subscribing if you haven't already, sharing the content, commenting on the content, and just following us on our socials, because we are going to start doing some shout outs on social media. We're going to be doing some shout outs from Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, perfect. I might be picking you out in the next episode to give you a shout out. And if you don't follow me on Twitter, I suggest you follow me on Twitter to potentially win that shout out, guys. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this amazing hot topic of discussion here with potentially Christian Pulisic moving back to where it all started, Borussia Dortmund. Let's go. Report: Borussia Dortmund keeping tabs on Chelsea winger Christian Pulisic. Borussia Dortmund are monitoring Chelsea winger Christian Pulisic according to reports. The 23-year-old completed his 57.6 million euro transfer to Stamford Bridge from Dortmund back in the summer of 2019, guys. I just remember that like it was yesterday. Genuinely, I do. Pulisic made 127 appearances for the German side during that time at his club, scoring 19 goals and assisting 26 times before joining the Blues. I remember this kid coming out of Borussia Dortmund. He was a hot commodity. 17 years old, 18. He was great. Kid was coming in, scoring goals, having an impact off the bench, eventually became a starter and even had an impact then, made the move. But overall, this kid, was light years ahead of any American, in my opinion. ever. It's been a rocky journey at Chelsea. The American flourished post-lockdown in 2020 as he fired the Blues to Champions League's qualification. Since then, he has shown glimpses of his old form, but injury setbacks have hit the American hard. I couldn't agree anymore. The kid has been derailed, literally sidelined by injuries. It's not because of his performance. It's just due to the fact that he can't stay healthy. Most recently picking up a knock in these previous World Cup qualifiers of September, hasn't played ever since. Hasn't played for club and country like I mentioned. So yeah, we can easily say that his career is right now being derailed by injuries. There had been previous speculation over his future at the club, but now the American is attracting interest from his former side. As per Team Talk, Dortmund has asked Chelsea to be kept informed about his potential availability going forward. So what, does Chelsea plan to sell? I'm a big fan of Christian Pulisic, man. I mean, the guy he's our captain, hands down, right, at this point. But the guy hasn't played, has not been involved. Chelsea, I mean, they're moving forward. You know, he's being left behind. Every time it's like work. You know, playing soccer is like work, basically. It's your job. You know, if you miss a day of work, you miss those tasks, you kind of fall behind a little bit. That's what I'm saying. So being derailed by injury, you know, you're kind of falling behind in the team's plans. You know, you're not being incorporated as much as you want to be. And obviously that opens the door for other players. Hence the name Kai Havertz, Hakim Ziyech, Mason Mount, Romelu Lukaku. Obviously, some players play different positions. Some players are injured. Regardless, you know, Christian's been injured time after time after time. And most importantly, want him to stay healthy, but it just seems like he can't. Right. And I'm not saying the kid's injury prone or nothing like that, but the kid has been suffering a lot. Okay. Right now, currently, like I said, he's sitting out. So when that's happening, yeah, you can expect some rumors to be coming up. And this is one of them. You know, Dortmund potentially wanting to bring him back. Maybe they know how to get him clicking. Maybe they know how to keep him healthy. Who knows, right? But this is what it's looking like right now, guys. There's also rumors that Borussia Dortmund are interested in potentially bringing in Timo Werner and Colin Hudson-Odoi. Pulisic remains sidelined with an ankle injury picked up at the start of September, but is back in individual training at Cobham and will be hoping to be available for selection soon. So that's something positive. He's back into individual training. Obviously, they're working him back slowly and steadily, right? Allowing him to work up to full speed, full strength, and then incorporate him into the first team. So that's promising. Obviously, that's promising for Chelsea, and that's obviously promising for us at the State of the USMNT here, guys, because we want him to be incorporated in the next November World Cup qualifier window. Obviously, we want him to be called up by Berhalter. He's obviously a very, very important piece for us, right? So this is positive. This is something very optimistic. He is very impatient. He does everything, said Tuchel, on Pulisic wanting to return to action. We see him suffer in every meeting. He is really suffering. He wants to be on the pitch and help us. Unfortunately, the injury takes its time. Now, I'm not sure exactly what he means by suffering. Like, is he in pain or is he in suffering that he's anxious to get back on the field? Okay, you need to clarify that, because if he's in pain, then obviously you guys ain't doing a damn good job at obviously, you know, helping him out, but with that injury. But if he wants to get on the field, that's obviously something great. You know, the kid's antsy to get on there, and that's something you want. That's definitely something you want from a 23-year-old, but it's going to definitely take time. And right now, like we mentioned, he's working through that progression. He's working through individual workouts, building up to full strength, and then we could just put him in there. And hopefully he could stay healthy, please. I mean, they need to figure something out with this kid. I don't know if it's just with Chelsea, they're at Chelsea. I don't know if their players suffer a lot of injuries, if it's the training staff, or if it's just Pulisic in general. I mean, you know, if it's him just picking up injuries after injuries, but regardless, we need to get him checked out, or he needs to get checked out, or he needs to go with a doctor that can definitely bulk him up so he stops getting these, you know, lingering, nagging injuries. But aside from that, everything looks promising. It looks like we're getting Christian Pulisic back. Hopefully, you know, he's healthy, and it also seems that his former team is definitely interested in him too. So God forbid it doesn't pan out here with Chelsea. You know, he could definitely fall back into Dortmund, maybe reignite again, you know, and then get shipped off again. Who knows? That could be a plan or a deal that could happen. But he is very young. He's only 23. So we got to be very patient with him. You know, patience, but also, you know, he is getting to that point where he's getting close to 25, 26 years of age. And he's getting to that point where players, you know, they're getting closer to the prime. And are you guys excited for this potential move? You know, do you guys think it could happen? Do you guys think that Chelsea might potentially sell him back to Dortmund? Let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comment section. Aside from that, guys, this is your boy Marv. This was another video. And if you guys enjoy this type of content where I react to articles, react to videos, break down highlights and all that type of stuff, let me know in the comment section. Let me know that you do, and I will create more content like that for you guys. Okay, but aside from that, I will see you guys next time, and enjoy your evening. Deuces.